everyone, we are prepping for 75 soft, which we will start on Monday. Wait, is that Monday, December 1st? Yes, December 1st. That's when we're gonna start 75 soft. So we're spending the whole week before then to prep. So I wrote down everything we're gonna do this week to prep for 75 soft. I wrote one main goal for each day. So today is Sunday, and the main goal for today is to meal prep. I'm gonna make some soup for tonight, and that's the meal that we're gonna eat throughout the week for dinner. And then I also wanted to meal prep burritos, but I think we'll just do that tomorrow. And then I also wanted to create a recipe list. So I had been saving a bunch of different TikTok recipes. I've been creating a notes app, so I want to write that down. I want to make sure that for the whole 75 days, I have recipes that are ready, that are quick and easy, that also prioritize fiber and protein so that I am eating well and properly nourishing my body. Hi guys, I just got back from Trader Joe's. This is what we have all laid out neatly, and we're just gonna do a quick Trader Joe's haul. Here's everything that we got. So over here, I haven't tried their silken tofu, so I wanted to try it out. I'm gonna make some Korean stew. It's honestly just gonna be a bunch of random things like kimchi, so I got kimchi. I also got some mushrooms for the soup, and then I want to make a beef bulgogi kimchi fried rice as well with spam and eggs. So I got their beef bulgogi, and a lot of people raved about this. This is in the frozen section. And then I have furikake, and I wanted to make onigiris with this, and I've purchased this before, so I got that again. And then I have miso paste. I kind of want to make a udon dish that I've been seeing on TikTok, and it's kind of like a dupe for a restaurant in Japan. And then we need to stock up on my crunchy chili onion. It's basically chili oil, so I needed to stock up on this since I'm running really low. Then we have 5 cans of sardines. They had been out of sardines for a while, and they finally stocked up. And I've never tried the one in olive oil, this purple tin. I've only tried the one in water, which is the one in the blue packaging. So I'm excited for this. I love sardines. And then I just stocked up on my ginger turmeric tea, my elderberry tea, since it's starting to get cold and I really need this to boost my immune system. We have green tea. I got the other one before, but it came with less, so I saw this one, and it's a bigger pack with 48 tea bags. So I got the bigger pack this time, and everyone's been raving about the winter wake up tea, which is a seasonal tea. I had no idea what type of tea this was, but it says here it's a black tea with cinnamon and ginger, and I love cinnamon, and ginger's great for the winter for immunity as well. So that is all for my Trader Joe's haul. I just came back from another grocery store. I went to Sam's Club. So here are the things that I got from Sam's. Here is everything that I got. First, we have a huge bag of spinach. We have some coleslaw, mac and cheese, and barbecue baked beans. And I'm just gonna combine all of these together to make a barbecue sundae or casserole or whatever. And I got this idea because it's gonna be Friendsgiving and I wanted it to be on theme, and I had a barbecue sundae before once, so I wanted to recreate it. So we're gonna just do that. Very low effort, but I think it's gonna taste really good. And then cottage cheese. I have, what is this? Bok choy. And then I have tortillas because I want to make burritos. I have ready-made rice because I don't have a rice cooker, kiwis because I eat that every day, and spam because I want to make spam kimchi fried rice with the bulgogi that I got from Trader Joe's. final result. I'm really excited to eat this while watching this show on Peacock called All Her Fault. And this was trending everywhere, and my friends said it was really good because they just finished watching it. So I'm gonna eat this while watching that show, and it doesn't look the best, to be honest, because obviously the tofu crumbled. I just kind of like scooped it into the soup, and I think I used a little too much water, so I have to add like extra fish sauce to give it a little bit more flavor. It has a bunch of things that I love to eat, like bok choy, cabbage, shrimp, mushrooms, tofu. I don't think the cabbage looks the best with this dish because it was just like a coleslaw mix. So I just kind of used what I had. And then I added rice, jasmine rice. Let's get a little scoop of like everything. Bon appetit. It's so funny how brothy rice is trending. I grew up eating brothy rice, which is basically any Filipino soupy dish or stew with rice with patis on top. So good. Hey everyone, so yesterday, Sunday, we were meal prepping. Now we have soup all throughout the week and it tastes so good. And we also wrote down some recipes in this journal as well as tips and tricks on how to cycle sync for my diet. So we got that done. Let me just check. And then today is Monday, and today we are going to call a bunch of different fitness studios to inquire about their unlimited free passes. Basically, if you didn't know, a lot of yoga and Pilates studios offer a pass for a whole week or sometimes even 2 weeks where you can come into the studio and take as many classes as you'd like. Since we're starting 75 off the first day of December, I will be going into winter break shortly after, and I won't have access to my free on-campus Pilates and yoga classes anymore. So I wanted to find a way to still do my yoga and Pilates workouts in a class setting for a reasonable price. So I'm going to be signing up for different unlimited passes at studios nearby, and that'll be really fun and get me in the mood to get out, move my body. So one of the studios, since it's 10 days, it would be about $2.50 per class. And then another studio, it's also a 10-day pass, and that would be around $3 a class. And then the other studio is 7 days, and that one would be $5 a class. And then obviously the free week at Core Power, that's $0 a class. Hello, today is Tuesday, and we have a different task for 75 prep. We are gonna create a little post-it calendar. We're just gonna write 1 through 75 on post-its and then display it on this wall here. We're just gonna put it right here. I have my little Totoro poster, and then I have this super cute painting that my maintenance man's daughter gave me. So in my apartment complex, the maintenance man is so nice and we've befriended each other, and his daughter like drew me these little photos right here. It's so cute. I just think this is gonna be a really neat way to keep me motivated, especially once I hit the halfway mark, and then once I'm nearing the 75 days. I feel like that countdown would be very exciting. So let's get started with the post-it notes. Actually, I need to get a marker. Hopefully I have a nice Sharpie that I could use. Okay, I have this. Ooh, I see a Sharpie. Here's a Sharpie. Hopefully it has ink. We are done. This is the final product. Obviously, as you can tell, I ran out of the orange Post-its, but it's okay. I think it looks really cute with the alternating colors. It was a little bit tedious to get this done, and obviously I ran into some hiccups, like these markers didn't work, so I ended up using a ballpoint pen, and I think it turned out all right. I did want it a little bit darker and bolder, but I am making do with what I have. So yeah, this is the final product. I can't wait to take off a Post-it as each day goes by. Today's goal is gonna be creating a curriculum list, which is basically a study list. I actually have an exam that I'm gonna start in the beginning of the spring semester, so in January. It's a 6-week long exam, and I basically have to complete 4 essays within that 6-week time period, and the essays are about 3,000 words each. So to prep for that, I am creating a reading list. I've already created the reading list. I just need to download all of the articles and get access to all of the books and all the resources on that list, and then study those sources. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of reading anyways during the winter break, and that's perfect to kind of stack it on top of my 75 soft. So that's sort of like my reading goal for each day of 75 soft. I also wanted to take some time to create a folder or list of books that I wanted to read for leisure or pleasure during 75 soft. I do really want to read this book called The Serviceberry by Robin Wall Kimmerer, and I love her writing. I love this author so much. My favorite book of all time is written by her. It's called Braiding Sweet Grass, and I 100% highly recommend it to everyone and anyone. I also really want to read this book called Happier Hour by Cassie Holmes, and this was recommended online. I found it from TikTok, and I also read a chapter, or actually like 3 chapters of this book called The Comfort Crisis by Michael Easter, and I do want to read the book in its entirety. I want to reread a couple books: Atomic Habits by James Clear and The 12-Week Year by Michael Lennington and Brian P. Moran. And I really did love The 12-Week Year, and it fits this vibe of 75 soft and my goals because it's around 11 weeks long, so almost 12 weeks. Those are just some books that are on my rotation that I want to read in general in 2026. So not just for 75 soft, but I like to have options ready on hand on my Libby and Hoopla app so I can just open it up and start reading for free. Hey everyone, it is Thursday. It's actually Thanksgiving. I just came back from a little Friendsgiving. I had so much good food. Let me show you my 75 soft mood board. Basically what I did was download images from Pinterest, and then I used Canva to create this collage, and then I saved it so that I can use it as a wallpaper lock screen for my phone. Here it is. So as you can see, there are just 6 photos. I wanted it to be pretty simple. The color scheme is like kind of like pink and a little bit of green, a little bit of blue. So basically I have a photo of this girl on the treadmill and she's just walking. So this is for me to remind myself to go on my daily walks. I also have a photo of Elle Woods studying, and I just love Elle Woods. She's one of my favorite movie characters of all time. And then I have a photo of like a little mat Pilates workout with some light weights. There's also a water bottle there, so that's just gonna remind me to stay hydrated. I also have this little quote with a gratitude journal in the back. The little quote slash reminder says, "No one ever looked back and said, I wish I scrolled more." So it's really just a reminder for me to live my life and kind of stay off my phone as much as possible. I also have a little reminder here on how to stay in a calorie deficit in a healthy way. So there's like different tips like portion control, not deprivation, eating more whole foods, high protein foods. And I just like these tips because they're realistic and sustainable, and they definitely align with my lifestyle. Last photo is a DJI camera. It's like a really cute aesthetic setup of a DJI camera, and that's the camera that I use for all my YouTube videos. This is just like a reminder for me to stay consistent with my YouTube content, and I've really been enjoying creating and uploading YouTube videos, so I want to continue doing that and allow my channel to grow. I think I need some rest because I had a fun full day of hanging out with my friends. Tomorrow is technically Black Friday, and I want to go thrifting because the thrift sales are really great. So I want to look for some workout clothes, like vintage workout clothes. So low-rise fold-over leggings, like long tank tops and like active wear, but very cute and Y2K, not like Aloe or what's the other brand, like Fabletics. Like I'm not really into that anymore. I really just want looser clothing, 100% cotton clothing to wear when I work out. So I'm on the hunt for that. Hey everyone, this is my thrift haul from Black Friday. So I got these leggings. They're kind of like capri leggings that flare out, and they have this low-rise pink waistband. I also found this black activewear tank, and I like the back as well. It has like that razor back style. Now the other things aren't really like 75 soft activewear related, but I will show you anyways. I thrifted this skirt. It looks like this. I love the color brown and I love skirts like this. And I know it's winter season, but this was just too cute to pass up. It was under $3. It was like $2.80. It's a midi length, it's low rise, it's brown. Those are like my 3 favorite things. Lastly, I got 3 scarves. They were $1.99 each. So I got this purple scarf. I really love this one. Then we have this scarf. I don't know if you can tell, but it has green, blue, brown, pink. I love all of those colors, and like I said, I just love the color brown. I think brown goes so well with all of these fun colors. And then the last scarf is just this plain red knitted scarf. I feel like it'll just add that pop of color for any plain neutral outfit. So that is everything that I thrifted yesterday for Black Friday. I think I'm gonna end the video here. Yeah, that is everything, all of the prep for 75 Soft, and I'll make more 75 Soft content in the future, so stay tuned. Bye!